The non-stop radio show.
Non-stop hip-hop.
The hottest underground hip-hop and R&B show on this side of the net.
Okay, and do it again for safety. All right. I hustle hard. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Let's go! Let's go! Ha! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ha! 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 I'm not a blessing and a curse. I speak the fucking truth every time I spit a verse. So memorize these words because it's very fucking critical. Put it in your heart, nigga, sing it like a spiritual. I ain't gonna lie and say I grew up in a trap, but that no fucking meaning I can still do the math. See, I come from a genealogy of homegrown hustlers. That's why they say, oh, she get it from her mother. Sleeping on the couch and then I'm grinding 9 to 5. Riding on these legs like the story of my life. Stay to myself while I'm steady burning close. Cause all these plastic bitches will just shoot you from up. So I keep on stacking paper, show love to my haters. Cause karma is a bitch and I don't need those type of favors. I keep on steady grinding, man, you can talk the shine. I'm putting in the work, the way to strip a booty trick. Cause it's that hustle hard if you wanna stay alive. Shit, keep on steady grinding, man, fuck that 9 to 5. As the kush gets rolled and the blunt burns slow. Little finger to them haters, better let them know that hustle hard if you wanna stay alive. Shit, keep on steady grinding, man, fuck that 9 to 5. Kush gets rolled and the blunt burns slow. Little finger to them haters, better. So second verse, I don't want no fucking feature. Cause I made every single word to try to reach you. Don't you know a broke man can never be beaten? It can never be beaten. And I can sit and say fuck Donald Trump, but all them lame ass niggas love to pump and dump. Scrubbing out the thoughts with reality TV. Keep us real dumb so we never saw the scheme. That's why I took the time to write this rhyme, so I can tell your babies not to be so blind. Keep on stacking paper, show love to my haters. Cause karma is a bitch and I don't. Yo, this that hustle hard if you wanna stay alive. Shit, keep on steady grinding, man, fuck that 9 to 5. As the kush gets rolled and the blunt burns slow. Little finger to them haters, better let them know this that.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Once again, it's your boy Emilio Wegbar. And I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to tune into tonight's presentation as EJP Entertainment presents the Artist Spotlight. You already know what it is. We at the point of our show where we are joined by tonight's special guest. But before we do so, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you go follow us on IG at EJP_entertainment to stay up to date with everything related to EJP. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the show. You're rocking with your boy Emilio Wegbar, and I would like to say thank you to each and every one of you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to tune in to yet another presentation of this platform. And if you haven't done so yet, please make sure you do us a favor. Make sure you are following us on IG at EJP_entertainment, or better yet, for all of y'all out there that would like to check out the visual side of this presentation, you can do so by heading over to our YouTube channel at EJP Entertainment. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the videos, do all that good stuff, man, and we will greatly appreciate that. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got a really good show in store for y'all here tonight. We got a really good guest that's going to be coming back and joining us here tonight, and I'm definitely delighted to have this young lady back with me once again. For those of y'all out there who recall last year, and you seen me talking about it recently on my Twitter channel, that this was one of my favorite interviews from last year, and it's still one of the best interviews we done all of last year. And if you remember this song right here, folks.
Pop the pussy, bitch, put it in her hands, then that nigga gon' make you, bitch. Pop the pussy, bitch, fuck it, pop the pussy, bitch, put it in her hands, then that nigga gon' make you, bitch. All you ladies pop your pussy like this, you better let him hit the cash up before that nigga hit, yeah. All you ladies pop your pussy like this, you better let him hit the cash up before that nigga hit, yeah.
We just want to take a quick moment and just want to make sure we say this and deliver this message the right way.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
I ain't even going to try to sing that, ladies and gentlemen. That is one of my favorite songs, and I'm not even going to try to play myself and sing that here tonight. But you know what it is, folks, as we get set to welcome back to the show once again, the queen of the foot stompers from out of Philly doing her thing right now on the West Coast. Please help me welcome back to the show. Wow, Ash. Wow, Ash, what's really good? How are you?
Hey, what's good? I was over here shaking my shoulders to this introduction. I was like, hey, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. My dog was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm over her. Literally got up and walked away. Rude.
Oh, wow. Your dog
Rude.
just had a wow, Ash, wow moment.
Yeah, but in like the negative way. Like normally you're all over there like, wow, Ash, wow. And my dog's just like, wow, Ash, wow, I'm out of here.
Oh, he just hit you with the really though.
Yeah. Like, really? Like, ain't nobody here but us, ma'am. Like, oh my God. Man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so thankful to have you back here on this show. I am so grateful to have you once again, because like I said, the last time we had you here, we had some good laughs, we had some good entertainment, we had a real good conversation. I got you laughing off of that right there and everything. You talked about
He was like, and her bleep. I'm like, how they gonna know the title of the song? Like, you just hit me with the what in the F? What? Boo! Not the bleep. Like, you gotta say the word. Say it with your chest. It's okay, you can say it. Like, I give you permission. Like,
oh, you know what's over here? We keep it raw, we keep it rugged, and we keep it real. So you already know you are welcome to be who you are. And you know how the saying normally goes, especially for those of us that grew up here on the East Coast. You know, when we welcome somebody to our house for the very first time, you know, we do the whole catering thing. You know, we make sure you get your drinks, we make sure you're comfortable, we make sure, you know, if you need something to eat or whatever, we make sure you got your snacks and all that stuff for you. But you ain't no guest no more, goddamn it. So now you gotta go get your own drink. You know where the refrigerator is and all that good stuff is. So welcome back to the show, Ash. Once again, we are delighted to have you here. So how's things been?
busy, but in like the best way. Today just found out that I hit #1 on the top 10 video countdown out here in LA. And then the song that I just dropped for the second album I released is going on to the radio out here in LA. And I am excited, not one, but 2 stations.
Nice.
Here we go.
Hey, hold on. We got to make sure we take this moment right now and give you your flowers, because like I said, man, like whenever we have dope individuals like yourself, talented individuals such as yourself, we always got to make sure we make it a point to give you your flowers and celebrate your success here and what you're doing and all that good stuff. So we want to say salute to you. Big ups, man, and congratulations, Ash. We are definitely proud of you to see so much of the work that you've been putting in over the last year really start to manifest and pay itself off for you going forward here in 2023.
I appreciate that so much, and I'm really excited to just like chat with you and like talk about like the progress and all that shit, because you're right. Like, you were literally one of the first interviews that I did last year when I was really trying to just push myself and get my name out there. And so to like be able to like chop it up with you this year going forward with like all the progress and everything that we made, like we need to like make this a thing, like once a year, be like, all right, well, what you doing now? Like,
I mean,
But
I don't
yeah.
know. Like once a year don't seem like it's enough anymore. I mean, like you doing a lot of things. You know, I know you got a real busy schedule. You know, last year we talked about the fact that you got the opportunity to open up for Uncle Snoop out in Las Vegas.
I did, and got a standing of that was crazy. Like, first of all, seeing like going to Vegas and then like not just like playing like like some random like hole in the wall tiny venue. All there ain't nothing wrong with them. I've played a many and still do, and appreciate a sweatbox situation. But like, it was just to go to like an actual like Vegas casino, and like one of the brand new ones that they just opened up, not like the old one that smells like 52 old packs of Newports. like you know what I'm talking about though. It's just like the air is thick. But like, go to like a nice casino where they're like pumping like the smells of like cinnamon buns into the air and shit like that, and like to look up on the big marquee and like just see like wow Ash wow and like my photo, and to then perform, and then immediately after Snoop come on, like was just unreal. Which he's the coolest person ever, by the way. Just a dope individual, because when I got there and we had the green room, and they were like, yeah, you can be in the green room, but you have to get out once Snoop comes. And I was like, okay, like that's fine. This is the nature of like the business in Hollywood. Like they're like, you're not cool enough. So, you can be here and you can enjoy your green room moment, but get the hell out when like the actual celebrity shows. And I was fully prepared to be like, listen, not a problem. Like, and we went on stage, and so my band got to enjoy the green room more than I got to enjoy it, because I was like running and I was in hair and makeup, and like we'll jump to the whole story of me having to actually get on stage because it's kind of hilarious. But when I stepped off stage and like everyone was doing like the standing ovation and they were just like feeling it and vibing, and everybody wants to take a picture and sign an autograph, and I'm like, word, but I also gotta pee. Like, his people were just like, you were great, like come on back to the green room, like come back in here and chill. And I was like, oh, I thought we had to get out. They're like, nah, you're good. So we literally just like sat back there, like me and the band and like my people and his, and it was a tiny green room, and he didn't mind us just being all cramped in there, just chiefing the shit out. Like, it was a lot of fun.
Now, you mentioned earlier, the casino was putting out the smells of cinnamon buns and all that good stuff, not that stale old Vegas smell of casinos back when Sam Rothstein was running things and stuff like that, from my casino reference and everything. But
I don't know who Sam Rothstein is, but it sounds about right.
Oh, so you never seen the movie Casino?
No.
Oh, you got to watch that.
Listen, just the amount of movies and things that I have not seen that are classics it's just embarrassing. I'm like, there are certain movies that I've seen a lot of hood classics, but like classics, I'm just like, nope, never seen it.
So you gotta definitely go check out Casino. You would catch the Sam Rothstein reference if you actually go check out that movie. It's definitely a classic. That's a Martin Scorsese film.
Is that with like Joe Pesci?
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Like, you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But I could just imagine, just the opportunity to just sit there and build with Snoop Dogg and all that good stuff like that. So like when you got up on that stage and you seen all those people that was looking back at you, was you like, did you catch stage fright at any moment, or was it just one of those things where you just got up there, you're like, this is my moment, I'm going to make the most of it?
Okay, so here's the funny thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't even have a chance to have like stage fright, and here's why. On a side note, my dog is peeking out at the crack at the window because he's like, I'm so ready to bark during her interview. She don't even know, but I do know, buddy, because I'm looking right at your ass. I'm already prepared for it. But jumping back to what we were saying, so the show is at the resort's casino, and they just rebuilt it, and the structure is huge. And where my hotel was for me to get ready and get changed and everything like that, and then like actually the nightclub, like it was so far away that we had to take an Uber there. So I'm supposed to get on stage, and like literally within I think like 10 minutes, and I was still in hair and makeup. And I was just like, to my team, I was like, I understand that everybody's very excited and they just want to like glam me the hell out for the Vegas look, but I got 10 minutes, so you gotta make this do what it needs to do. Like, because I gotta get on stage. Like, fuck it at this point. So then, like, we get there, and it's like, in my head, I thought, not even in my head, according to like the schedule that we were sent, I had maybe about like 10 to 15 minutes before I get on stage. So in my head, I'm like, okay, I will, rush to get there, but I'm going to like, take a moment, take a breath and a beat and everything like that. And then I get to the casino, and like the way how the nightclub was set out, it was an outside venue, and the sound system was great. You could hear it pumping into the actual casino itself. And when I walk in, I hear the band playing, and I'm like, is that the beginning entrance of the first number? Oh my God, why the hell are they starting? So now I turn to my manager and I'm like, Sergio, the band's on the stage and they're playing. And he's like, bitch, go. And so it was a hilarious sight, because I'm pretty sure like the people that were just like there to do their casino thing and live their best did not know how to take me, because here I am in these like 10-inch like platform high heels that we got from a stripper store earlier that day, because they, the shoes that I picked, they were just, apparently they were like blah. So they're like, we need to get you better looking shoes. And I'm like, okay, I thought these shoes were cute with this outfit. And they're like, bitch, those colors don't go together. Stop picking out your shit. Those colors don't go. And they're like, what else you got? I was like, well, this, it's either this or this. And they're like, okay, so I guess we're going shopping. So we went shopping, and then they also went to like Joanne Fabrics and like created this whole like cape moment to like drape around me, and just, it turned out amazing, and I felt fantastic and felt like the coolest superhero in the damn world. But like literally, like just imagine just like this super, at this point I'm like maybe like, because I'm 5'10" without heels, so like now I got these crazy ass heels on, and I'm probably like 6'5" in this glittery pink, like just like long ass cape that's just with like the two most like cutest little gay men ever just holding up and we're just running. And I'm running in these heels, and I literally look like Flojo. And then like as soon as I get to where the venue is, security is there, and they're like, we gotta check you. And like I've never in my life, I've never disrespected anyone. Like but let you come between me having to get on stage. And it's gonna be like, wow, Ash, wow. Like, let you stop the flow of me stepping on that damn stage to like give the show that I'm about to give. And I'm hearing the band, they're just vamping. They're just up there like, where is she? And here this man is just like, essentially he's doing his job. Here's this
Right.
man doing his damn job. And he's like, stop, we have to check you. And I literally did like a spin move and went shoot. And I said, don't have time, gotta get on stage, bye. And then like my manager was behind me and he's trying to go and they're like, not you. And he's just like, go, Ashley, go, we'll catch up with you. So I'm just like running in this cape on concrete, like, and I'm just like, don't eat it, out of breath. Because mind you, from where the stage was to the entrance, it was like a quarter of a mile away.
Wow.
And and so I ran a quarter of a mile, and a bitch was slightly winded, like she needed to catch her breath. And so I'm back there just like and like, like, okay, I'm gonna have a breath. And so like the sound guy is so sweet. He's like, oh, you're okay, like you still have like 5 minutes before you can come on stage. And I'm like, okay, thank you. I'm like, that's all I need, just give me 5 minutes. He's like, yeah, sure, no problem. The event planner comes down and hands me the mic and goes, ready, girl? And I'm just like, and literally here's how it went. It was like, hello, Vegas. And I went through the first 2 songs, and then I turned around to my bass player as they're rocking out, and I lean over to him. And I was like, nigga, I'm out of breath. Y'all got to vamp. I was like, I got to catch my breath. I haven't been able to breathe for 10 minutes. And we got 30 more minutes to go. I'm going to pass out on this stage. I'm over here and I'm running back and forth and I'm just dancing and the crowd is into it. But meanwhile, I still haven't caught my breath and my body is like, bitch, if you don't breathe, it's going to be a whole situation up here. And not the one you want.
Oh, man.
So like, shout out to my freaking band, Heaping Teaspoon, for literally, they're like, dude, we got you. And they just, vamped it out and did like their whole thing. And I was able to just kind of like pretend like I was rocking out, but actually I was just breathing. Hold
on. We gotta make sure you give me your flowers on that one too.
Like actually I was just breathing, but I'm on stage and I'm the star show, so I'm giving them a dance move, but I'm hitting it real smooth so I can catch my breath and my heartbeat can slow down and like I don't have a stroke on stage. And
right.
And then like I caught it back and that was perfect because like the third song was Pussy Power and they were hyped about that and like throwing ass down there, so I was just like, here we go. So basically I just never caught my breath, but also gave one of the coolest and like strongest performances that I've ever had.
Oh man, that's great. That has got to be your Wow Ash moment of Wow Ash moments of all of 2022.
I was very proud of myself because everyone's like, you killed it. It was amazing. It was this, it was that. And I'm like, thank you. But I also gotta pee and I can't breathe. And they're like, word, you gotta go pee, go to the bathroom, but take this picture with me first. And then like, take this picture with me first and take this. And it took me, shout out to managers because I'm a really nice person and I don't know how to tell like people like, no, I gotta go to the bathroom. Like, y'all gotta wait like a second. Like, give me a minute. I'm always gonna be like, yeah, sure, like no problem. And my manager is just like, no, she needs to reset. And then and then she'll be back. And then I'm just like, no, it's fine. I'll take the picture. But also I'm like, thank you so much.
Oh man.
Because I'm just like, like, to me, that's so special. And like when someone comes up to you and they're like, we want to take a picture, it's because they're fucking with you and they like you. And so I don't take that lightly. So I'm just like, I can hold my pee even though I can't. Like I really gotta go. But like, so I appreciate like shout out to my manager Sergio for setting those boundaries that need to, and healthy boundaries that need to be set sometimes in order for me to, give my all in situations.
Oh, very understandable. Now, with that right there, where would you rank that at in all of your moments of last year, as far as the various things that you have accomplished? Because like we said at the beginning of the show, that you've done so much in the span of 12 months. We just talked about just the fact that you opened with Snoop and everything back in May of 2022, but we also didn't even get to the point yet that you made an appearance at the 2022 Soul Train Awards and all that good stuff. So like, where would you rank that particular moment?
That was surreal. Like that was super, super surreal. Because literally out of nowhere, I got contacted by like the social media team from the Soul Train Awards, like, nice. And they just like slid in my DMs, and like, first of all, I was like, is this a fake account? Am I being spammed? Like, y'all want money? Are y'all broke? Like, what's happening? Like, why y'all like, wait a minute, is this real? Oh, this is real? Let me see the ticket. Oh, this is really real. Oh, I got it. Okay. So yeah, that was a very surreal moment. Because I went out there and had a chance to literally sit among like the greats that I've watched like growing up, and that people that my mom like loved and listened to and like passed down. It was sort of just seeing like family history in that entire moment, and then also being able to so award shows and just that whole concept, it's so different from what you see on television versus like being there in person. So it was just like fascinating. Like, for example, apparently there was like a whole bunch of like drama and stuff that was going on between like one of the main acts that was up there. And I was like, really? I didn't see that at all. Were you watching the same show that I was watching? How y'all get that from that? But like, I'm like, maybe it's just the edibles are kicking in, and I just, I mind my own business, so I don't really notice drama unless it's just like in my face, like drama. But I'm like, right. I didn't see anything that's happening here. And then I like, go back home and I'm like reading blogs and stuff like, this happened here at the Soul Train Awards, and I'm like, where? I was sitting like in the third row in the middle. Like, I would have seen it. But okay. So yeah, it was a really, really cool experience. I flew out there and had an amazing gown that was like made for me and felt fabulous, and sat and watched an award, and it was just really encouraging because it made me think of like, I can't wait until my moment and opportunity where I get to step on stage and like perform the way how these people are doing, or get an award for something that I created that's had an impact on a lot of people, to like earn such an accolade as this. So it was like really cool to like see people get their flowers in the way that they should.
That's what's up. Now, with that one right there, having the opportunity to experience the Soul Train Awards, did you find yourself, like visualizing yourself being up on that stage one day and receiving an award your own self?
1,000,000%. Every time they said the award goes to, and I'm just like, wow, Ash, wow, yay. But yeah, no, I've been visualizing myself like winning some sort of award for music since like I was probably born. Like I was probably like, I came out the womb being like Grammy. Well, like, so yeah, I've always thought about it, but just to be that close, it's encouraging to be like, this is what happens when you put consistency and hard work into what you do and connect with like the correct and right network. Because everyone, like, there's millions, literally millions of talented people out there. I'm pretty sure I could take a rock and throw it and find someone super talented in that vicinity of the rock. And it's just, to be able to break through those ranks and create a team of people that see your vision and are willing to rock with you no matter what, till like the wheels fall off, not knowing how any of it's going to turn out. Like, that's the scary part about all of this. Like, when you think about it, like putting in all that grind, putting in all that work, all that effort, all that consistency, and like you don't know. Like, you can have a feeling, you can be like, we're going, and really, but like at the end of the day, like, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That is true.
Like, and so when you have people who are, we're gonna ride with you till the wheels, barring that, and like, okay, well, you're not crazy, but and like, oh, okay, this is genuine, like, you're really rocking with me. So yeah, that is super important and crucial, and it's beautiful to like see that at the award show, and it just really encouraged me about where I'm at in my process and stuff to like keep going.
It's ironic that you mentioned the fact that you've been envisioning stuff like this since practically a young age, because people, probably a little known fact about you is that you wrote your first original song at the age of 6, and then also being around places like the Grammys, also being around people like Snoop Dogg and stuff like that. Like, you've already been kind of like accustomed to doing that. You've had the opportunity to tour and also open for Marky Ramone of the Ramones, and then you also had a chance to work with Steve Albini, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and everything like that. So like, how has that helped you with your experiences that you are going through right now, as far as your music career?
Honestly, it just really, every experience that you have as an independent artist, whether it be an interview or just connecting, creating music with someone, or performing with someone that is of a high level of creativity that's been in the game for years, I always take it as like a learning lesson. Like, sometimes my mom, when I was little, would joke and call me like the sponge, because she's like, you're always just so quiet and just absorbing everything. And it's very true, because to me, all of this stuff is, if you listen more than you speak in certain situations, you can learn a lot, and you can just understand how things go and how to move just simply by like paying attention. And so this going around, from being around those caliber of people, and working with people who have, very high standards in terms of what they do, it has really set a tone for me. It's really sort of cultivated like the direction that I want to go. It's cultivated the caliber of how I want to put stuff out. I want to, I know I'm an independent artist, but I want to put stuff out that like competes with the major people. And like, I want y'all to be like hella nervous about it, because I'm doing exactly what you're doing, but with my own team and squad, out of my own budget, and it looks just like yours. You should be scared. Well, and like, because like, I'm coming for you. Not like, I'm not coming for you exactly, but I'm just, my shit is like unmatched in terms of like the quality and stuff like that. So that's pretty much like where I am with it. Everything has been very much like a learning lesson. Well, if you don't get off the couch, rude.
Gotta tell buddy, chill.
Just do whatever. Whatever.
But I like that energy though, because I know as an independent artist, a lot of people out there don't really necessarily understand the grind and the hard work and dedication that you have to put into, and also, like you said earlier, the consistency that you got to put into the work that you're doing in order to make some kind of noise, especially in this industry today when you have so many people out there now that's trying to put out music. Some of them are doing it on a serious note. You have people that are doing it on a hobbyish kind of thing just because everybody else is doing it, so they just trying to ride the fad or whatever the case may be. And then you have people like yourself that's practically on the verge of breaking through. I mean, we were speaking about it earlier, you know, we was talking about Pussy Power, the single you put out last year had actually you know, peaked over 40,000 views and whatnot. And then also, you know, your newest single, Class Enrollment, which is now up to 33,000 views in just 7 days, and it's peaking at #1 on the charts in just 7 days. You don't even get people that get 33 viewers in 33 seconds or 33 minutes. So like, to accomplish that much and then also to grow so dramatically is cool.
It's been crazy, but not just that, like the song, I like woke up. So I'm personally like not on TikTok because I just like, I don't know, like I said what I said, I'm just gonna say it. To me, like TikTok is very much like it can suck your time. And I hear so many people, they're like, I was in a TikTok K-hole, like, because you know, they're just on it for like so much. So you know, I'm in such like a focused mode that I'm like, I don't have time to just be flicking my screen and watching video after video after video. Like, I barely watch TV now, and I'm watching the same episodes of Criminal Minds that have been out since like before I was born. So like I'm not really like on it that much, even though I have like a page and a profile and stuff, but it's not like, you know, I'm just like kind of whatever. I just put my stuff up there and go. But then one day I woke up when I dropped the song and it was just like, your sound's been used. And then it's like, your sound's been used. Your sound's been used. And your sound. And I literally like clicked it up, and on the new song that we just dropped, Class Enrollment, there's like all these videos that popped up of just like these bad bitches like living their best life, doing their thing, but to my song. And I was like, holy crap, that's amazing. And I was like, that's kind of a flex. I'm not on TikTok, what the song is. And I'm like, that works for me. I very much enjoy like other people living their best life, and it's just like the cutest stuff, like whether it be dances or here's my outfit of the day, or there's my favorite one was a girl was like, watch my hair get braided to Class Enrollment. And I was like, yes girl, for the culture. Like, for the culture, girl, you better braid your hair to my song. Like, I was like, now all I need is somebody to make like a seafood boil and it's a wrap. Please, I don't need no more videos after that. Like, so it's just like the success of this release, and a lot of it has to do with, you know, learning lessons and things that I learned from the first album. And you know, it did really well. The entire album actually hit 100K streams on Spotify. And then it also hit over 100K streams on Apple Music as well. And then like did well on Tidal. And then like with all the music videos combined, like we did about like 100+K in views with like all the videos. So I was very pleased about it. But one of the things that I realized is that like my approach in terms of marketing and pushing my stuff out is much more different this time around than it was the first time, because, you know, I've had a chance to like learn and grow from my mistakes and say, okay, maybe this is not what I'm going to do going forward, or we're going to focus on this, and what is it that we're trying to do, and how can like my whole purpose is to just build, like, and that's literally it's funny when you're like, just last year, because it doesn't even click to me that it's only been a year, because I'm always just like, okay, I did that. That project was dope. How do I build from there? Okay, this project's done. How do I build on that? How do I build like, and that's pretty much been like where my head's been for the entire year. It's like, how do I build on top of what I've just done?
I take it you're one of those type of people that really don't dwell on the moments. Like once you accomplish something, you're already looking ahead to the next moment, to the next thing that you can accomplish after you continue, like you said, to build on, the success that you already sustained from the previous project. Am I correct?
You are so incredibly correct. I have had so many times people are like, "Are you excited?" And I'm like, "Yeah, cool." So anyway, what's the next look? And like my team consistently, they'll be like, "Ash, we're going to remind you to take a moment to absorb this and take it in." And I'm like, "Cool, I'll do that for like 5 minutes." And then like and now, okay, let's start talking about like, what's the plan for this? What are we doing for this? What's the strategy, guys? And they're like, well, the strategy is that it is Sunday evening, so you're gonna take it down and maybe take a nap, girl, because you've been going hard since like Monday and it's now Sunday. Go take a nap. We'll talk to you tomorrow on Monday. So I do appreciate that I've had people around me that are like, you really need to just take a moment and absorb and like relax and chill and appreciate your accomplishments and stuff like that. So I've been trying to do that more, but I always feel that, when you get so sunk into like, look at what I've done and I achieved, that you can like find a level of complacency and like, not be able to build from there.
I need you to send me like, I don't know, like touch a napkin or something like that and send it to me so that way I can absorb some of that work ethic that you got, because I'm like, yo, like I'm listening to you and I feel really inspired.
She get it from her mama.
Oh man, but no, I like that. Like that's like the mind of a champion. Like when you really think about it, when you hear like a lot of these like very successful athletes, say like Tom Brady for instance. I'm sorry that I'm even bringing this up as a Jets fan. Like
I'm like, sir. Now you knew who you was interviewing and where I'm from. And like,
I'm a Jets fan. I'm sitting here mentioning Tom Brady, so I could,
I'm just like, sir, you gonna bring up the cowgirls in this interview? This interview is over. Hanging up the phone. Goodbye. You just play this. Just cut to the song after this, like, cause you don't mess it up for everybody.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
You don't mess it up for everybody. And no disrespect to Cowboys fans, but all the disrespect. I said what I said. I'm not taking it back.
Nah, but what I'm saying is, those type of people, the ones that continuously win year in and year out, they always say that same thing. Like you hear Steph Curry, they say the same thing. You hear LeBron say the same thing. They don't dwell on the accomplishment that they just achieved. They looking forward to the next thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's where you get a lot of successful people from, because they don't dwell on their accomplishments. Okay, I've accomplished this, cool, now it's on to the next thing,
And that's literally like where I'm at with it. Like, I'm proud of the things that I'm doing. Honestly, I'm more so, and it might sound weird, it's not, yeah, okay, cool, I'm proud, but I'm very proud of my team because their growth this year, like as I've been growing and I've been pushing and, wanting to just like do even more and be even better and make it even sharper and cleaner. Just everyone around me, they've just really been stepping their game up heavy. And so a lot of times when we accomplish things, I'm just like proud of the team, because I'm like, first of all, I wouldn't have been able to like do any of this like without them. Like, I'm not Kevin Hart, one pillow, one blanket by myself. Like, nope, I need all the pillows and blankets. I get cold. I'm anemic. So, So yeah, I'm that's like, when I take in the moment and when things happen, like that's the first thing that I think about is just like, wow, like look at what we did. Like, wow, look at what we created. This is so dope. And like,
Hmm.
look at just how beautiful this is. Look at the progress and stuff. Even if you look at like my music videos and stuff that I had last year, they're amazing and super dope. But I've been with the same team and like, look at what we created this year and put out and how beautiful that was and just, whew.
That's also the mark of true leadership right there too, because you hear people out here and they don't give the same kind of credit that they receive to the people that helped them make it to that point. Like they do that in the sense where it's like, all right, this is just, to be politically correct and whatnot. I don't want to seem so much like an ass or whatnot, but you have those people out there that don't really give a lot of the credit to, the team that they worked with that helped them to build to a particular point. And that's one thing I do like, because you got to understand, like behind every successful act, you do have a team of people that
Yeah.
work just as hard as they do, if not harder, to make sure that they make it to the level of success that they all envision. So to be able to do that, that's the mark of true leadership, I feel.
And I'm just like so grateful to them because I always take into account, like, especially this is LA. This is the land of creatives. This is the land where everybody is trying to do what I'm doing out here. Like, people move out here. Hell, I moved out here to do what I'm doing. Like, so when you have people that are willing to take their time out that are of high level and devote it to you and put like time is a very precious commodity, like, and people don't realize that, like, your time, you can never get that back. You can lose money and get that back. You lose time, you never get it back. So I take that sort of sentiment at heart very much so when dealing and working with my team, because especially this year I know the amount of time that pushing me to the next step, whatever that may be. Like, and pushing me to a point where we can get to that next level to get to an even bigger audience. Like, that's a lot of time, that's a lot of man hours, that's a lot of just like uncomfortability, you know what I mean? And I appreciate all of that. Like, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful for all of that. So yeah, it's very proud of my team. Shout out Team Voodoo Visuals. Shout out Mitch and Gary. Hi guys. Shout out my producer Sam J. Garfield, aka Sammy Gershwin. Shout out to RRH Public Relations and Tia for like absolutely like killing the game. Shout out to Sergio. Shout out. Okay, this is just gonna be like a whole shout, but one more. Shout out to Troy C. Ford from the Sugar Crack. I swear this is the last shout out for this particular moment right now. Maybe 5 minutes from now, I might have another shout out. Oh yeah, shout out my mama. Hi, mom.
Absolutely, shout out to your mama.
Shout out to my mom, who literally keeps me grounded. Like, she is the reason. She keeps me so focused because it's crazy. When I was in college, like, I used to go like days and weeks without talking to her. And now I'm like calling her 3 or 4 times a day to just get her opinion and consult with her about stuff.
I like that. It's always good because, I hear a lot of people that come onto this platform, and one of the things that bothers them the most, especially a lot of independents, is it bothers them the most that they don't get the support that they look for the most, and that's the support from their own family and people that they hold near and dear to their heart. So to be able to have that experience to share the support and the success with your mother That's dope right there, you know, and hopefully the situation like that will improve for other artists, and they will, you know, begin to, you know, reap the benefits of getting the support that they look for. But it's always good when you can get that, you know, the people that you care about the most in your corner and supporting everything that you do, you know.
Yeah, and like, listen, my mama is literally all I need in terms of like support, you know, because I mean, I still have the family members that are just like last year they were just like, oh, she's just, you know, out there, she's still doing that music thing. And like now they're like, wow, she's really doing that music thing and stuff. And now, you know, like one of the music videos that I was in got nominated for a Cannes Film Festival award. And, you know, now like I'm actually, it's funny, it's like their friends are showing them, they're like, let me show you this artist that I love, and it's me. And and that's the gag. Like, that's the hilarious thing, that their friends are introducing them to Wow Ash Wow, and they're like, that's my goddamn cousin. That's my niece.
They starting to believe like, now.
Yeah, so now they're just like, we saw Ash and we want to be in the video, and I'm just like, I know you want to be in the video, however, like, you don't understand the work that we put, like, the amount of work that we put into these videos. They are very long shoots, and I love you, my little baby, but I know how you are with your patience. It's thin. So, you know, I want to keep our family relationship in a very happy space, so it's just gonna be a no. However, like, because I wanna, you know, we're in a good place right now, so let's keep it there. So yeah.
So how long is it until Wow Ash Wow is a household name that you feel? You feel like you there yet, or you on your way? Like you just knocking on the door?
Give me like 5 years.
I think you're being modest. You're being modest, because I can see the trajectory. I'm gonna say even less than that. I'm gonna say about like, there you go. Here we up. See, look, Buddy agrees with me. See. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's all good. Oh man. See, Buddy agrees with me.
He was like, I agree, but also, I told you it was gonna happen.
I'm glad we didn't bet, because I would have been, you know, out of some money right now. We was betting like, yo, I ain't gonna buy.
Yeah, no, you would have lost so much money. I told you, I was like, at some point during this interview, the dogs will bark.
You called it.
I promise you, the dogs will bark. They have barked in every interview I've had, and now I'm just like, this is just gonna be my signature. But it's also real life. I'm in my house and I got dogs. They bark. Hey,
what we say at the beginning of the show, this is raw, real, and rugged.
Exactly.
So like, you know, we keeping it a buck.
It's Friday night and the dogs barked. Like, and my roommate's here. Hi, Margaret. Okay.
Now,
she's like, I want to get some airtime too. Bark.
Oh man.
She's like, I got a track to drop.
Tell her we're gonna have to do the sway in the morning thing and introduce her to the 5 fingers of death and let her get up here and do some freestyles.
Ooh, you're gonna make me play that after this. I haven't heard that in such a long time.
Oh, I was just rocking out this way before we did this interview, so you know I feel the energy right now. You know, he's one of my I should say one of my unofficial mentors when it comes to this. I never met him in real life or whatever, but he's one of the people when it comes to this radio space that I truly look up to, because he's really been pioneering for a lot of artists and stuff like that over the years, and I just hope that I can do the same and provide a platform to help, you know, boost and bring, you know, artists like yourself to the forefront and give, you know, people the opportunity to get introduced to your music and all that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate like what you do, and these interviews are so dope. I'll tell you right now, they're usually like the interviews I do with you are usually like the longest ones. 'Cause told you it feels like a conversation as opposed to a who is Wow Ash Wow?
Right.
What is Wow Ash Wow? How is Wow Ash Wow? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Like, you tell me.
What is Wow Ash Wow doing these days? Like
everything. Like, I don't know. You want to see my schedule? Let me send it to you. So I appreciate like your approach to the interview very much.
Thank
So
you.
like, please don't change that.
I definitely won't. Thank you so much. You know, one thing that, you know, I was listening to before we did get on here, and I did tell you at the beginning of the show before we even press record that I got a few sound bites and everything for you. So I got one that I definitely want to play, and it definitely does speak volumes about you, especially now if people look back at the context of this, you know, conversation that we just had, and they hear this next thing, they're gonna understand you a lot more. So, you know, with your permission, we're gonna go ahead and go into it. Would you like to?
Yeah, let's go into it.
All right, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Speak the fucking truth every time I spit a verse. So memorize these words because it's very fucking critical. Put it in your heart, nigga, sing it like a spiritual. I ain't gonna lie and say I grew up in a trap, but that no fucking meaning I can still do the math. See, I come from a genealogy of homegrown hustlers. That's why they say, oh, she get it from her mother. Sleeping on the couch and then I'm grinding 9 to 5. Riding on these legs like the story of my life. Stay to myself while I'm steady burning kush. Cause all these plastic bitches will just shoot you from my butt. So I keep on stacking paper, show love to my haters. Cause karma is a bitch and I don't need to stop the favors. I keep on steady grinding, man, you can tuck and shine. I'm putting in the work away to strip a booty quick. Cause it's that hustle hard if you wanna stay alive. Shit, keep on steady grinding, man, fuck that 9 to 5. As the kush gets rolled and the punch burns slow. Middle finger to them haters, better let them know that hustle hard if you wanna stay alive. Shit, keep on steady grinding, man, fuck that 9 to 5. Kush gets rolled and the punch burns slow. Middle finger to them haters, better.
I love that joint right there. That was definitely, I was listening to that this morning, and I was listening to it tonight before the start of the interview, and I'm like, yo, like looking back at your body of work and looking forward to everything that you got going on for you right now, I can understand why you came up with that single right there, Hustle Hard. So like, with that being said, like what was the vibes with this one? I understand that you were competing in a competition, if I'm not mistaken, the Tiny Desk audition.
Yeah, so the Tiny Desk audition, they were like, hey, we have this contest and we want you to film your original song and put a desk in it and send it to us. And so the whole experience, it happened so quickly. And like, it's one of the things where, you know, you get an opportunity, and then to me, it's the team moment for me where I'm just like, this is why you have a team, and this is like so beautiful because we had everything just lined up like I can't snap right now, but okay, put a snap sound in there. Just
hold on, here we go. There you go.
Exactly. Like everything just lined up from, you know, someone saying, hey, the Tiny Desk thing is happening, you should submit it. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to like put everybody in a group chat. And the first thing I was like, well, where are we going to film it? Because as you see, like, I got a big band behind me. Like, I go on stage with like 2 saxophone players, a keyboard player, a bass player. He's also got his sample machine, the most powerful drummer that you've like ever heard, you know, and a guitar player that's just like shredding. So, that's like a lot of sound, you know, and then I'm like, well, how are we going to be able to like capture this properly and like put it on tape and like send it out to these folks? Because I don't do anything half-ass. I do it with my whole ass. So I, you know, I reached out to a friend and they were immediately like, oh, you need to like go to 4th Street Recording. If they'll take you, this is like the place to be. And I was like, okay. And so I reached out to this amazing like woman who runs it, and she, you know, like we just had a chance to chat, and I told her like what my intentions were and like what I wanted to do. And she was like, you know what? Come on. Like, I don't have a free time. Like, I was trying to set this up with her like last month in February. And she's like, we are booked all the way up until March, and we got one day open for you. And she's like, if not June. And I'm like, okay. And then when I did research into like the history of this studio, it made so much sense. Like, Earth, Wind, and Fire has come through there and cut their album. Also, Bruce Springsteen's come through there and cut his album. SZA, she just did her most recent album there. Like, and they just, when you walk in, there's just like all these like platinum and gold records of just people that I grew up listening to, who were like in the exact same space that I was. So like the vibes and the energy and everything, it was unfreaking matched. And then, you know, the team that she had there, they were really like lovely. And, you know, my video production team, shout out to Voodoo Visuals, like they killed it. I was like, y'all got me feeling like I'm on an episode of Saturday Night Live right now in terms of like the filming and the production. But like all of that came together like in the span of like 3 days, because we had like no time to get that entry out to NPR for them to like have it for consideration, because, you know, sometimes like the contest apparently had started back in January, but I found out about it like last week. So we were like, okay, let's make it happen now. And here we are.
Hello, you there?
Oh no, I'm here. I was like, wait, are you there?
Yeah, because it's like, oh shit. Wow. I'm like, I hope the phone ain't cut off on me. I'm like, I know I paid the bill. All right, we good. We good.
Lights are on, phones are on, and it's Friday.
All right, we good.
Killing it.
We good.
We killing it.
Yeah, we killing it.
We killing it up in this motherfucker. Like, lights and phones are on. Yeah. Like, bills are paid or paid on. When you put something on it.
But you know, the one thing I did like about that particular song right there is it really showed your range. Like, you know, going back and doing more homework on you and everything, I saw that, you know, you had the, you know, the punk rock background and everything, and you actually even had your own, you know, band back in the days by the name of Rise from Ashes and all that good stuff.
Oh shit, you really did your homework.
Hey, I told you.
That's a blast from the past.
I want to make sure I give you a good look. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, that's crazy. That is a blast from the past. I'm just like, how y'all know about that?
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me when people bring up stuff about my life, because like it's weird. Like, I'm private, but I'm not private. So like the Philly in me comes out like, who told you? Well, like, how you know about that? But I'm like, oh wait, like this is their job. Like, they're supposed to actually like do research before they ask you questions. But the Philly in me is just like, why you so nosy?
Or like, let me put you in that headlock real quick.
Like, how you know that? Who told you? Where you see that at? Every time, and I'm like, oh wait, girl, like he's just doing his job. Relax.
Please don't hurt me.
No, not this time around. Maybe on year 3, where I'm just like, how the hell did you find that out? Who told you that? I was in a locked room and it was soundproof. How the hell did you find out? How you found out in the soundproof room I said that?
Oh man, see, you got tears coming to my eyes and shit. I don't normally laugh this hard, yo.
Listen, we gotta keep up. It was the funniest interview of the year last year. We gotta we gotta keep it going this year. And like
Absolutely.
honestly, I can just be myself. That's one of the things I love about these interviews with you is that I'm like, this is a full accurate representation of who the hell I am. You know?
And for any
I
of
am
you
goofy.
and for any of you radio hosts out there now that have any questions going forward as to how Ash Wow is, if you listen to this interview, you'll get the full scope. You know what I'm saying? So I did the work for you.
You're welcome. Now cut his check.
Exactly. Cut the check, goddammit.
Cut the check for him, goddammit. Like, the sync and licensing start meow.
Exactly. I gave you all an autobiography and much more here on this platform here tonight. So definitely
you're welcome. Heavy on the pay me my money expeditiously.
That's a fact. Shout out to
yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, it's funny you said that, 'cause I was going to say that to you earlier. I had to make sure I catch you before the price goes up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's going to go up on some people, but there's certain people that the price is going to stay. The price will stay the same.
I respect that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Like, no, seriously, you were down to interview me and talk to me when people were pronouncing my name incorrectly, and you put my name in Google and it was me in a Korean washing machine that was popping up that was also Wow Ash Wow. I shit you not. Like, you would have Googled me last year. That is hilarious. I always tell people this. I'm like, when you put me in Google and it would be Wow Ash Wow, and it would be, you click on images and it would be like images of me, but then it would also be like images of like this washing machine that was called like Wow at, it was like wash at, like something like Wow Wash Wow. Like,
yo, quiet as crap. I did that earlier. I googled your name and was looking at, looking for some things, and like you said, some Korean type shit popped up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This ain't what I'm looking for. Like,
and so like I was just like, oh, okay, I need to like keep working until like they know the difference between me and like a Korean washing machine. Like, this is awkward. Well, there's like, can you imagine like you're trying to buy a washing machine and it's just photos of me and they're like, fuck's this? But then also like people trying to listen to my shit and they're just seeing washing machines. They're like, fuck's this?
hey,
it was a very confusing time.
You know what? That might be a bit of a foreshadow. Don't be surprised if sometime after this interview you get a call from like, Maytag or some shit like that, and they call you about using your music in one of their, commercials or some shit like that,
So everyone's been joking around with me when I mention that. They're like, "Oh, you need a sponsorship deal with them. Like, you need, Wow Ash Wow needs to be sitting on the Wow Wash Wow, just like in a glamorous outfit on top of their washing machine." And it's like that'd be kind of brilliant. But I don't know what their washing machine hits for, because what if it's terrible? Then like, I'm just out here selling defective washers and stuff. Like,
I mean, when it boils down to it, they still gotta cut you the check. That's on them if they, their equipment is faulty.
Well, no, because I don't. No, because I don't want you to be cutting no check and then people's houses are blowing up because they're gonna be like, "Wow, Ash, wow, blew up my house." I bought a washer from Wow Ash Wow and now my house is gone. Bitch, I'm suing you.
Oh, oh God.
So I gotta see what it hits for first before I'm just like, I'm team Wow Wash Wow. Gotta see what it hits for first.
Oh man, this is great. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So with that being said, before we get ready to wrap everything up, I mean, this has been, I think we've topped the first one that we did. What you think?
Definitely, for sure.
I think
for sure.
Did. I think we did.
Next interview go round, I'm like, I don't even like at this point, like I'm just gonna have like Michael Bay explosions in the background. Like, I'm gonna have to be like, I'm calling you from space. What's good, y'all? I'm in Mars.
Hey, we got some time to think about how we going to do the next one. We got to make sure that every interview we do from here on out tops the last one.
Hell yeah, we should at some point. We gotta connect. Like, you're coming to studio and like chop it up like that way.
Absolutely, I would love to do that. Definitely, you know, that's one of the things I'm gonna put in the universe. I want to actually get a real brick and mortar spot, you know, so that way I can have guests pull up and everything like that. So we're gonna put that out there. We're gonna do that.
We put that out there in the universe, and I love that. Like, because if you don't speak on it and if you don't put it out there in the universe, how the universe supposed to know?
Closed mouths don't get fed. You right about that.
That whole entire part.
But before we get ready to wrap everything up, I had to ask you, and I'm not going to ask you like, you know, the normal cliche question I ask every artist in closing, because this isn't going to be your last time here on this platform. I'm gonna definitely see to that. This ain't going to be the last time you're here on this platform. But I do want to ask you, you know, 2023, we are really starting to, you know, get into full swing of this year. We're approaching the summer months, or the spring, summer months. I don't know what fucking season we in right now with this crazy ass weather, but we getting into the middle of 2023. And from here, like, how are you looking to navigate the success that you're finding yourself starting to accomplish now?
Well, definitely by following it up with just releasing a lot of music, you know, like I'm about to be like just like NBA YoungBoy or Lil Baby in this bitch, just releasing like music after good music after good music. I said what I said.
Hold on. I gotta bring it back one time. Like, hold on. There you go. Good music. Not just putting out music after music, but good music.
You know, we putting out good things all this year, and then focusing on the tour aspect, because that's just one of the things that I love out of everything, creating the music and all of that, and like doing, just like having all of these moments. My favorite thing is being on stage, playing live, and just being locked into that moment. And, you know, so that is the focus for this year, is to like tour, drop this upcoming album that I have in like June, and tour.
We're going to have to get you the Prince rig. You know what I mean? Like Prince, I heard when he used to go on tour and he used to travel around, he used to have like his studio all packed into some kind of a rig where everywhere he went, it doesn't matter what time of day, what time of night, or whatever the case may be, when the moment strike him, he was working on some music and all that good stuff. And then also,
that sounds about me.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm like looking at, you know, the things that you've accomplished over the last 2 years with having done 15 shows, and now you're talking about going on tour. You definitely gonna need one of those. So we're gonna put that in the air too, to make sure that you get one of those, you know, carry on rigs that you can move around with and record whenever you feel like it, you know?
Like, we definitely put that out into the universe, because I'm like, all I just want to do is be like, I made this album while we were on the tour bus. Like, I just want to have one. We were on the tour bus, vibing in the middle of the shows, and we made this album. Boom. So yeah, I just want to have one of those moments. So let's put that out there.
Absolutely. But most of all, what we really want to put out there is your continued success. You know, you're right here at this point right now where you've achieved a certain level, and only thing I can see going forward with you right now is just more and more accomplishments, more and more achievements, until you eventually get to that level of success that you envision. And, you know, like I said earlier, and it's not just saying it just to, you know, sound politically correct. It's not just saying it just to stay on your good side or anything. But I am truly proud of, you know, seeing the fact that you've accomplished so much in such a short time, you know, from the time you was on this platform last year to where you at right now, and then some. So that's the main thing we definitely want to put out there when it comes to you. And wow, Ash, wow, is just your continued success, and that you reach that level that you are looking for, you know?
I appreciate that so much. And, you know, I'm very blessed to be in the position that I'm in. I'm very blessed to be making the progress, and I sound like a broken record, and I don't care. Like, I would not be anywhere that I'm at without my team. Like, so grateful to them. So damn grateful.
Absolutely. Well, everybody, this is another Wow Ash Wow moment here on the show, and we are grateful once again to have her here in our presence, man. So with that being said, I know you had some shout outs earlier. Do you have any closing shout outs before we get ready to get up out of here?
Yes. Shout out to my mama again. Once again. Shout out to Heap and Teaspoon. Shout out to Voodoo Visual. Actually, I've been shouting y'all out this whole radio show, so no, I ain't got nothing. Well, y'all heard your names. Well, you know who you are. So shout out to you.
And for people that want to find you, you know, I know you say you don't really be too much on, you know, like TikTok and all that stuff. But for people that really want to, you know, connect with you, want to, you know, hear more of your music, or possibly even do really want to follow you on social media, how can they make that possible?
If you go on your phone and type in WOWASHWOW, you can put it in the Googles now, and you'll find me and not the washing machine, and and all my socials and everything. I'm Wow Ash Wow across the board for everything.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so yet, Class Enrollment is out there right now. If you have not checked it out, you're doing yourself a disservice. Don't only listen to the song itself, but go check out the music video. The music video is very dope. She make a double cameo in that video, folks. I mean it when I say she made a double cameo. I'm like, oh shit, she really pulled that off.
I did. We had some movie magic that happened in there. I played the teacher and the janitor at the same damn time. And then the fun fact, so the guy that comes in at the end that's like just all like, hey, what's going on in here? That's actually my music producer.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And he plays the music teacher. So so that was a lot of fun, like having that whole moment. We had a lot of fun on set, and it was good times. But I always have fun on set with like any of the groups that I work with.
Absolutely. And I can just tell that the energy in the room was just definitely up there, and that everybody was just enjoying their time and just vibing with one another. So that's what made the video itself even that much more incredible, was just the overall chemistry with each and every one of you in the video, you know, just looking like we were just genuinely having fun.
Yeah, no, we have fun. Like we definitely have fun, and I mean, you see my personality, so it was pretty much this on set. So yeah, no, we have fun for sure.
No doubt. Well, Ash, we thank you once again, and to everybody else out there, keep it locked and stay tuned, because you know what it is that time, folks, for us to get ready and drop this new single right here by Wow Ash Wow called Class Enrollment. So keep it locked right here. It's your boy Emilio Weckbar, and we'll be back with much more right after this.
See, I was once lost, ain't never been found. Cause every time I spit, it's like lips to the ground. Cause I'm not metaphysical. Spitting is spiritual, flowing like water, nigga drinking up the lyrical. Bitch, I ain't never had a silver spoon. Black kid statistic turned me to a goon. And now I want the moon and the whole world surrounding it. You can call me crazy, bitch, but I'll call it dominant. There's no stopping it, head to toe. Ain't a damn thing about me, sloppy hoe. So off you go, but I work to still tighten it. Working on myself, yo, it's been so inspiring. One day you're gonna ask me soon if I'm hiring. Christopher Columbus, no accident, I found the shit. Practice safe sex, up a wild bitch, follow it. Can't be a hoe if there ain't no road. It's a backdoor shit, be pulled on the flow shit. Give them some more shit, big blocks that roll it. You can't control it, let her don't slow it. Reading these bitches called Class Enrollment. Class Enrollment. Class Enrollment. Class Enrollment. Class Enrollment. But it's fire, some want the
That backdoor shit we put on the floor, should give them some more shit. Big blunts I roll that you can't control it. Let them flow. Heavy knees, bitch, go class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. We need bitch, go class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. We need bitch, go class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. We need bitch, go class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. We need bitch, go class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. Class enrollment. We need bitch, go class enrollment.